Hey y'all, I made it to St. Louis safe and sound. There were many ups and downs on the way here, but I made it safe, and I did a large amount of lollygagging on the Katy Trail. It was a lot of fun. Spent a lot of time with old friends, made some new ones, and would like to introduce y'all to a family that's very near and dear to me and that has been a huge inspiration for us on the ride. Veterans for Peace was one of the first organizations that we contacted when the ride began, and that's how we met this wonderful family. We were introduced to Woody Powell, this man right here, who was the executive director and Korean War veteran, uh, and has been very inspirational to us on the ride. We visited him uh, for a second time on Thanksgiving of 2010, and it snowed. It was absolutely beautiful. And he told me about this special spot back behind their house where there was a creek, a sandstone bed creek that had a bunch of bowls in it. And one bowl kind of went into the next and to this beautiful little area right here. So I set off to find that, and I was very fortunate. It's kind of elusive. I've now gone after it 3 times and found it twice, missed it once. But there was another special story from that weekend that I wanted to share that has been something I've thought a lot about and kind of shaped how I've thought about this work. And as Woody and I sat on the couch after Thanksgiving dinner and talking a little bit about war and peace, we turned on the news. And the first thing that we saw on the news was some type of missile launching or missile testing was going on in Korea. And they were talking about tensions rising and so on between the North and the South. And I turned and looked at Woody, and he looked kind of stunned that this was on the news because he's been doing this work for a long time, and this is much later in his life, and it's still on the news. And sure enough, the next thing that came on the news was a Thanksgiving special from Afghanistan. And then he looked at me, and I looked at him, and I'm an Afghan vet, he's a Korean vet, and I realized that I could possibly be riding my bicycle around this country for the rest of my life. And never see this war end. And that's where it really, really hit home on how long these things can last and the reality of being a veteran for peace, and that this work is a lifelong commitment and it isn't going anywhere unless we do something about it. And we still may not see the fruits of our labor, but as Woody has planted the seed, and myself and the rest of the veterans that has crossed his path, maybe we will see the fruit. And if not, we'll just keep planting. So thank you, Joan and Woody, for the awesome work that you do and that you have done. and may we follow in your footsteps and stay as strong as you have.